explain this. Out!
Hello and welcome. But maybe in this case I should say condolences for what I am going to show you.
Hello everyone. This will hopefully be a very short video since my health is already very compromised by what we just watched.
Today I am not happy. I am not happy at all. What we're going to show you is truly one of the games of all times.
I'm going to briefly review this SPL game that happened the other day. And it's important that I say SPL because if you see the game without the right context, you might think this tour was hosted on some unknown platform. But no, that's Smogon.
The intricacies and the absolute brilliance of some of the sequences you're about to see are what inspired us to open this entire type of content in our channel. So, that alone says a lot. Really.
We have Electric Win versus Sire Clod. Some teams facing off, as you can see. Cool.
Okay, let's start. Sun versus Sun, an interesting matchup. We have some intel about a few of the sets here, giving us less room for speculation.
There is this Zaru trend going on right now, and at least on Sun it makes some sense in my eyes, with Leaf Guard being useful. You don't get paralyzed by Nazoa terrain or Pesherant, okay? And the game starts, and I won't lie to you, starts pretty normally. You see a Zaru lead, which is fair, with knockoff threatening most of the opposing team.
The Zarude makes sense, you threaten knockoff immediately. Wake lead is big, because you put up pressure against the opposing Sun team. In these kinds of mirror, you usually try to refrain from setting up the Sun immediately, since your opponent can abuse it.
On the other side, a walking wake lead, which is a threat in general for a Sun squad. Scares Zarude out.
You can see a couple of positioning moves, everything is good as of now. Rocks up, an Electric Wing goes straight for the offensive.
Okay, Terra from Ewin gets consumed. By turn 6, Sire Clod has already lost the mounts, but he managed to get rocks up.
Now, a beautiful Terra moment. Gotta love clicking moves into the void, right? Many times Walking Wake with Terra Fairy is the designated Walking Wake check. Sire Clod may be down 2 months, but the position is still good by forcing a Precious Terra. Basically, no Terra Ghost in sight, so Terra Normal Ursaluna can just win, right? Okay, Trick Room is up, Gambit checks the knockoff, and here Gambit goes for Terra.
Then uses Terra himself to get the Zarude down on turn 8. Let's move ahead.
Killing the monkey. I can understand that. You have a Trick Room team, so you might as well try to get as many kills as possible. Now, Venusaur comes in. Okay. Calm down, let's stop for a minute. Quiz time. Option A. Gambit clicks Katao, trying to get a roll and kill Venusaur considering the possible life orb recoil. The roll is not so likely, but you can still try, right? B. Sire Clod goes back into Cresselia, trying to regain position. Possibly dangerous since your Cresselia is pivotal for the win, and a Sludge Bomb Poison might seal your fate. C. Gambit clicks Terra Blast, for absolutely no fucking reason. Well, you guessed it. Gambit clicks Terra Blast and gets killed. For no reason at all. Why, in this situation, would Electric Wing try to play around Gambit when rocks are up, with a Venusaur that did his job, and wouldn't be able to do much in the endgame, and with a great task that needs its full HPs to deal with Ursaluna? Why? I mean, you are using Trick Room. If you're using Trick Room, especially in singles, every single turn is extremely important. Every kill you get means an extra turn to wreak havoc with Ursaluna, which is your win condition. But let's go on before my patience runs out. Now for a great T-Wave. When in doubt, click Yellow Magic. I like it. You finally get into a position with Ursaluna.
By turn 12 you see Ursaluna come in and and facade looks very scary. Ewin has no Terra or priority to defend himself. Cresselia from Sire Clod reveals itself to be Trick Room.
Venusaur sack, task comes in. No CC, goes for spin. Doesn't look like a good spot. Now let's go on for a few turns. After a big overhit, Saluna comes in and gets the shit done. Now for the big focus of the game. Brace yourselves.
And now I want all of you to focus your attention on turn 21.
The game should absolutely be over, right? Spoiler! It is not.
By the turn, it seems Sire Clod can end the game in an instant.
Walking Wake can Dragon Tail. The higher priority of it will negate the use of Trick Room. Not the end of the world in any case, as you'll be stalling out some turns regardless. That should be your priority.
Only 2 turns of Sun remain, and Cresselia has the time to stall them out comfortably. Make coffee, do the laundry, set Trick Room up, Creek Lunar Dance and refill Ursaluna, which could leave every move from full without Sun.
Without Sun up or incredibly advanced X, Walking Wake cannot win.
Wake is not specs, as you can see, and even Mystic Water, if it was that, has a very low roll to kill with Monest Nature in the worst case scenario. Keep this in mind.
From what we know, this crest doesn't have Moonlight, which would be an obvious move for stalling out the Sun. Your last move should be an offensive move at this point, and both Ice Beam or Moonblast should be enough to bring Walking Wake in range of 3 body presses from Zamazenta, since we know it should be max defense. Basically a guaranteed win, right? Damn, you can even Thunderwave if anything. I understand fearing a miss, but it will still be a better move than the bullshit, the absolute bullshit we are about to witness. Sire Clod wanted to make our days with a play that transcends the limits of human comprehension. Lunar Dance. Yes, Lunar Dance with 2 more Sun turns up, you fucking Lunar Dance, for no reason. For no reason at all. Yes, this is not an hallucination. Lunar Dance into Ursaluna, with the sun still up.
Now, Walking Wake surprisingly reveals Dragon Tail. Okay, but that's not the point. You see, Dragon Tail will hit first, so you can't set Trick Room up there. But what you can do? And what you can do? Sack Ursaluna at that point, if anything, and then come back with Cresselia to click Thunderwave.
Keep in mind, Ursaluna, without the sun up, can resist an Hydro Steam. And Headlong Rush, even if you are not burned, can deal more than 70%.
Zamazenta can still win this. If Cresselia has a move to damage Wake, you have to click that after T-Wave to get her chip and help Zama win with ease at point.
Look at the rolls of Zamazenta. 3 body presses plus Ice Beam would have won, easily.
It would be a bit unfortunate if Dragon Tail dragged Zamazenta in and made it waste the immediate defense boost. But okay, it's still winnable. Then explain this. How the fuck, porca puttana, how the fuck do you manage to not even try to set up Trick Room in the first plane, where that is the best win path to begin with?
How the fuck did this happen? Why? Fuck this bullshit. I am going to toss my brain out of the fucking window. Mind you, this is the Smogon Premier League, one of the most prestigious tournaments of competitive singles. Not a friendly low-elo game with your friends.
I understand the low timer, okay? But at that point use those seconds, I assume, not to pet your dog, but to plan the game properly to win.
I am beyond words at this point. Beyond words.
You had such a strong advantage that the winning scenario was very obvious. There was no random Terra button behind to account for that could make the late game foggy, just a proper sequence of plays that would have led you to win.
Maybe Electric Queen sent some money on PayPal to Sire Clod, I don't know at this point. This endgame is beyond me.
Sire Clod has been faithful to his own nickname at least, and was totally unaware of what was happening.
How would I rate this game? Well, Electric Queen didn't do bad. Sire Clod, on the other hand, wanted to surprise us with a performance that will go down in history. I hope not.
The only good news here is for the next opponent, since he's not benched yet and is ready to play again.
Well, after that, I think I'm gonna have a long walk.
Goodbye, friends, and happy nightmares!
See you next time.